Catch me if you can.
What's up guys, it is Mark Yoon, and today I'm bringing you another exciting video. I wanted to get this video out there as soon as I could. There is a second interview with the producer of the Soul Calibur series, Okubo, and as soon as you guys know, we've covered interviews with him before. This is the second one for Soul Calibur 6. This has a couple tidbits of interesting information, so I just wanted to make a quick video to get this out there as soon as possible. This video should be going up on Monday for the Monday video. So we're going to start out here. I will put this stuff on the screen as I'm going over it with you. Okubo starts with the question. He says, when we started out in Soul Calibur 6 project, we thought we had to review all the previous games to develop a masterpiece celebrating the 20th anniversary. The Soul Calibur series has changed the history and design of battles throughout each title. However, the core of the stories have always been the story of two swords, which is why they went back to the reboot. So they pretty much said that they plan to do the reboot because they want to re-engage like new players. He said that a lot of the people, like, I'm going to put the full thing up there, but a lot of the people that started playing the game were like 20 and now they're like 40 pretty much, so, which is my case because I'm like 35, so I was playing it when it came out as well. Okubo replied to changes for the reboot, and he was talking about how it's based on the origin of the legend of 1586, which was where Soul Calibur 1 was placed, and brings several familiar characters with an evolved combat system. Hopefully you can enjoy this title developed for the new platforms. And it lists the platforms, and it says PS4, Xbox One, and PC from Steam. So there's no physical copy, you're just going to download it via Steam. It also shifted towards the story, and he says, Okubo responds to the questions of the storyline by stating, we started talking about specific stories from two grand scales. The story of Soul Calibur 6 takes place around the protagonist Healy and new character Grow and other fighters. So, he said he can't deal any more like information out like that, obviously, but there's a couple different ways that we can go about thinking about how this is going to pan out. I'm of the belief system that it's going to follow two stories, possibly one surrounding Grow and one surrounding Healy, and they're going to intertwine. And they're not going to be two different stories, it's just going to be cinematic, like you're just experiencing from their perspective throughout the grand story, and hopefully this is going to be a long one. They're talking about returning older characters, and they were just talking about how they like redesigned everybody, especially like just Solomon bringing him into 3. And then he says, the interviewer asks Okubo if there's going to be any RPG elements and different fighting styles. And Okubo replies, we have different game modes for players to have fun with while playing alone, which means a lot of single player content, thank God. They'll be able to experience and achieve something with their own sword in one of the concepts of this game. So, I'm hoping that we get something similar to like an arcade or a story mode for our creative characters, something like Tales of Souls or whatever from Soul Calibur 3. That would be great. My expectations are not there. Like, I know we're probably not going to get that. We'll probably just get something simple and a couple different kind of modes to use our creative characters and like whoever else we want. So I'm not getting my hopes up for that, but I am still really excited about the news that they're focusing on single player content, because that's one of the reasons why Soul Calibur has always been my favorite franchise. Because they focus a lot on like what you can do on your own and expanding their own gameplay, as opposed to just like throwing crap out there for you know the sports scene and trying to get all the esports members happy, like they messed up with Street Fighter 5. So he keeps on talking about people need to stay tuned for more information. You can't give out all that information. And here's another interesting question. We already knew the answer to this, but it's nice to go over anyway. The interviewer shifts and says, he asks about character customization and different fighting styles for each of the characters, and Okubo replies, Character customization is a feature of the Soul Calibur series, but it is not the time to reveal the details yet, so stay tuned for more information. So obviously we have confirmation that character creator is going to be returning back into the game. We already knew that, so we don't need to really delve that much into it. Like, we pretty much already knew that character creator was going to be back. And then they're talking about Geralt being a crossover character, and Okubo responds to that, saying Geralt from The Witcher will be in the world of Soul Calibur as a guest character. We explained before that there will be 2 major storylines. For Geralt, he'll be involved in one of them. Okay, so I was wrong with my guess. But no, it's not time to reveal that. So maybe one of the storylines is from Geralt's perspective then, like him finding that area, what he's doing there, what he's searching for. So that should be interesting to play out. And they were talking about DLC, which Okubo responds, we know that players expect additional content after launch, and we are considering the possibility internally. And then he also asks him, this is going to be important for some of you guys that wanted to know this, the second to last question, we wanted to know whether Soul Calibur 6 will have cross-play between the different consoles, and Okubo said, no, we will not include it. So, a lot of that's really interesting. And a lot of stuff that we already had a lot of knowledge of prior to this, but it's nice to always, like, you know, get more confirmation, especially from the horse's mouth. But the one thing that you guys are going to be disappointed about, some of you anyway, he was asked, and I'll put that again up here, he was asked about a Switch version, and they didn't even straight up say, like, there's no plans at this time, like he said in the first interview. Okubo straight up this time said, no, there won't be a Switch version. So for all of you guys hoping that we actually did get a Switch version, that you can actually have a different guest character for that, or that, like, you want to take it on the go. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. The first interview they said that that they just didn't have plans for it, but they were going to think about it. And but this time, Okubo straight up said no. Like, there's going to be no Nintendo Switch version of Soul Calibur 6. So you can take that for whatever it is. You should trust Okubo's word, because he is the main producer of the game, so he knows what he's talking about when it comes to that stuff. So whether or not you're disappointed, or whether you're excited for some of these little tidbits of news, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what your expectations are for the game. Are you hyped for it still? Have new news dropped your hype or increased your hype? Anything. Let's talk about who your main is, stuff like that. You can check out my friend Ragaroth Enterprises. His link to his channel will be in the description box down below. And as always, guys, stay powered up. Peace.